All right, Mitch Ceasar with us here on Ed Schultz News and Commentary. Another story that's unfolding. Just how many debates should the Democrats have? Bernie Sanders wants more. Obviously, Martin O'Malley wants more. But Hillary Clinton, again, is non-committal. Now, we all know that Debbie Wasserman-Schultz is in the tank for Hillary Clinton. She was back in 2008, and she has been ever since. The bottom line here is she is the chair of the DNC. So Hillary was asked directly, how many debates should we have? Here's the answer.
I look forward to debating. I look forward to the debate, next month, now just a month away. And I will certainly show up anywhere the Democratic National Committee tells us to show up, because I want us to have a good exchange of ideas and to make sure that Democratic voters first and then general voters to follow, see exactly what we each stand for and what our positions are. So, I am ready and willing, no matter what they decide, to show up and be there.
So, Hillary, is Hillary trying to make the case that she has no influence with Debbie Wasserman-Schultz? I mean, the question was, do you want more debates? That's the issue. Mitch Ceasar, unpack it for us.
Well, I'm sure she does have influence with Debbie, because Debbie originally supported her prior to President Obama.
Why not more debates?
Right, and I have to tell you, that was a very intense discussion a few weeks ago in Minneapolis at the DNC meeting in which I was present. I sit on the executive board of the DNC. And in fact, at the executive board of the DNC, I will share with you that issue came up, which was prior to the general session and prior to people coming to the mic and saying, we want more debates. And Debbie had said, it was her decision solely, which was interesting because literally nobody asked her that particular question.
So Debbie Wasserman-Schultz said at the DNC Executive Council meeting that this was her decision solely, that if there were going to be more debates, she would be the one pulling the trigger.
That's correct.
Wow. And then Hillary goes out there and says, well, I'll do whatever the DNC wants to do. Give me a break. That just stinks across the board. We deserve more than the number of debates they have right now. What is the official number? Has that changed at all, Mitch?
I think it's 6. I could be wrong. I think it's 6. Okay. We had some folks during the general session come up and say that, and then, obviously Debbie closed it down, as would be anticipated.
Okay. Mitch Ceasar, great to visit. We'll do it again. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ed.